Okay, so pivoting a little bit, University of Buffalo has been a Gentec customer for many years now. You've been an amazing institution to work for. Do you recall what first led you to work with Gentec?
Yeah, so when I first moved here, so I actually moved from an industrial position where we were spoiled about getting service contracts from the company itself. You know, if we have an Agilent instrument, we would have service contract from Agilent. If you have Thermo Fisher, we would have, and those are expensive. So when I come here, we have limited budget in the university, so I couldn't afford all those service contracts that are provided by the manufacturing company. And our instrument center director said, you know, there is a local company, Gentec, which is just, you know, a few hours away, a couple hours away, and they provide service to instruments, and they're actually broad, like it's not specific to one brand. So
Exactly.
it's an agnostic. You could go from LC, GC, you know, and whatever brand. I said that sounds ideal, and it's, you know, affordable.
Yes, yes.
And it's the other thing, the best thing about it too is you call them and you can come right away in a day.
Oh,
because
sure.
it's so close.
Yes,
Right.
yes. So you talked about this a little bit as more financial, but do you recall, was there a specific issue or problem that you were facing, like at that time?
Yeah. So when I first started, you know, we get these startup grants. You have a certain amount of money, and you say, "I'm going to buy this instrument." So I bought an LCMS. And it had a service contract for 1 year or warranty, and after that the service contract was unaffordable for me, and I just keep, you know, fixing it until it died with the board.
Okay.
And it pretty much cost me almost $50,000 just fixing it. And then I actually talked to your company, and they said, oh, we could sell you this used instrument and service it. And so I just sold my old instrument and got a used instrument, and it's still working until now because you just service it. It's like a service contract, so it's been now going on for 10 years.
14?
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
10 years this instrument's been running. I hope everybody caught
And
that.
actually sometimes when I publish using, you know, putting the brand, and they look at my publication like, this is a really old instrument, you're still running it? Yeah, it's still working.
Yeah, you're still getting accurate results.
I have the
So.
sensitivity I need, it's still working, why not?
Yes. That's what we're always trying to say. So
Yeah.
It's wonderful to hear. So what's your favorite thing about working with Gentec Scientific?
So the technicians, they're very friendly, they teach my students. So that's always something I tell my students. When the technician is here, make sure you ask them questions because you will learn. Because really when you go for jobs, it's not just the science. You need to be technicians too yourselves. And the technicians from Gentec are very nice in terms of dealing with students, teaching them basic things. So that's one reason. And the other thing is, again, as I said, the distance. You know, you can call, and sometimes over the phone they walk you through.
So you kind of touched this on a little bit, just having your students absorb all that knowledge, but do you have any other tips for others who are in a similar situation as you, like, you know, in terms of working with somebody like Gentec, like best practices?
Yeah, be friendly with them. And if they're having troubles, because sometimes the repair is more challenging than normal, and be patient, because I think the more patient you are with the technician, the more they will help you, and the more they will work with you. And they actually will care about your results. And sometimes they even discuss, more scientific, not just the technical aspect. So it's really helpful if the student know not just the science behind what they're doing, but working with the instrument itself, and so they can learn it only from working with the technicians, the engineers.
Great tip. Would you recommend Gentec to other similar universities?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If we could just have service contract with Gentec on all our instruments, we would do that.
Awesome.